another day, another grind. We're here on Jade Tomb on the Total Tavern map pack, and we have a nice 2v2 domination map. It's like semi competitive, more on the fun side. I'm on the Wood Elves playing together with Kiselev, Unlucky Spotify, and then our two heavy hitters, Staunch and the Bulge together. So Empire and Grand Cathay, really defensive artillery focused factions. And yeah, we can get into it and see what we can find here. So I'm on the Late Lord here on the Griff, right? And then a couple of chaps here, Eternal Guard, couple of Hagbane tips, and Mobility Glade Riders with Hagbanes here, and Riders. On this side, we have the Ice Witch with the Tempest ability, Armored Corsairs, two little Groms, and then, yep, also Horse Archers here. On the opposing side, we have Pistoliers. Then we have the Celestial General flying around, plus Boris, Toadbringer, and one Grand Cannon, second Grand Cannon. And then also here, Grand Cathay, well, the Sunmaker as well. And they're just shooting into. So yeah, let's fast forward here. So Unlucky Spotify and I are getting the points here for sure. And now it's all about juking around and don't get hit, right? We're not moving up. We have the point here. And on this side comes the same. Other than that, I'm trying to move here into the woods to be a little bit protected from the shooting, but the Sunmaker here really nasty. But we are running into the woods and a lot of shots got blocked by the trees. Really good here. Now Glade Lord is trying to juke around here, but the Celestial Garden will probably General, sorry, not Garden, will be probably on his toes. And Boris also coming in. We're just trying to shoot and poke a little bit, but Staunch is aware of that. Then Alchemist is somehow here. Sunmaker still shooting in, and the cannons as well. How do the little Grums perform? So little Grums are moving up, and yeah, the Corsairs here are having a hard time. I didn't notice that my Glade Lord was fighting Boris, so Unlucky Spotify told me that. And now I'm trying to juke here around, maybe produce a little bit of havoc. You can see my Wild Hunters of Kurnos got trapped here a little, but they could punch into the Sunmaker here, and that is a good engage for sure. So a little bit of good value coming in. Unfortunately, Glade Rider is getting poked down by the crossbows, and yeah, I can't push through here. Here are a lot of those halberds, right? They hurt. So on the other side, and now jumping into the backline of those units and moving back. So yeah, maybe we can do a second charge, because this Wild Rider unit is engaged here and surrounded. They won't make it for long, but the Sunmaker crew is running off, and another charge is going into the Grand Cannon here. And well, other than that, you can see that Unlucky Spotify is unfortunately a little bit alone. Wild Arrow of Kurnos shooting into the cannon, and one cannon is pretty nicely destroyed, so no chance for here. And the Kurnos guys trying to do the best, but they have to maneuver around. Nice cast here going down onto the Free Company Militia, doing good damage, but maybe a little bit wasted, I'm not sure. But Unlucky Spotify needs to, yeah, hold this point, and he is probably against two people, so that is the problem here for sure. Kislevites here holding the point with me. Couple of those Glade Riders here holding the point, and now it is Celestial General and the Boris Toadbringer we have 2 Onyx Crowmen here, and that is probably something that you don't want to see juking around the battlefield. On the other side, yeah, I have a dragon, and the dragon is also going to be pretty fun to use here. Glade Lord, a little bit beaten up, supporting just a couple of units, and we have Glade Riders here shooting as well. When you look at the army, yeah, so the Staunch and the Bolsh, they're playing often together, so now they have taken the point, and I'm trying to support here, standing on this side and shoot in, and we have Hawkeyes of Drakira here trying to, yeah, shoot a little bit from the woods into those Jade Warriors with crossbows. We have 1 Glade Rider unit parked in, so we can go for the Sunmaker once again, and maybe a couple of units here as well. Other than that, well, it looks a little bit dire. I should probably contest this point here, but I'm not capable of doing that. And yeah, trying to shoot from out of the woods, and the dragon is kind of like a sneaky one. They I can tell you guys, they didn't notice this dragon until he arrived somewhere in the back line, and then they were like, there's a dragon at our back line, what is happening? So yeah, Crowman here, Onyx Crowman beating up on those brawlers, but they get immediately attacked by Kislevite warriors, so that's pretty good here for sure. And another Onyx Crowman unit comes here, but we have the Spearman, also Winterheart Guard, supporting that. Pretty good reaction for sure, but as you can see, a couple of those Pistoliers are running around here, causing havoc. And yep, Dragon now going for the Grand Cannons, plus those Glade Riders here did their deed. And I don't know, value wise, was it good? Well, 600, so I mean, value wise they didn't pay for themselves, but those units did more like that. When we look around here, yeah, they kind of envelop us and try to beat us up, and it is working more and more. I netted Boris here to try to maybe, yeah, let him run off and maybe scare him off. It wasn't very good because my shooting line was not really available. Blade Guards here also pretty much not really focusing down anything. Maybe a little bit those Crowmen here. Finally, we have Jade Warriors with halberds here. My Drakira guys, the Way Watchers, are here, and now you can see the dragon. It is a mole dragon because it came from nowhere, and it is beating up those cannons here firmly, nicely. Yep. And now flying off, did what he's supposed to do. There's 1 cannon still online, unfortunately, so probably should have gone for that. But you can see the Jade Warriors with crossbows running off, and I think even the... Oh, so the Sunmaker is still online. Yeah, couldn't really achieve that as well. But yep. So when we look at the battlefield, at least we are protecting 1 spot against those good players. But he is pushing us up. He is pushing us with the Onyx Crowmen here. My units have to focus all those Onyx Crowmen here. And the Drakiras, yeah, they have to run. You see, the artillery is doing great work. And the dragon here is kind of okay-ish. I mean, he is trying its best. A nice breath attack from, I wanted to say from the side, but it came more on the unit that I didn't really yeah, shouldn't have targeted here. But yeah, and now going once again for the Grand Cannon, the last one here for sure. Yep. So now what do we have? We have Free Company Militia on this side here, trying to protect all my units that I have and holding the point. We have Boris here jumping into the Streltsy. That is gonna hurt for sure. And Empire Knights coming in as well. Pretty good unit. So yeah, when we look at the battlefield, I think we are still a little bit up in points, but that will change in a second. And value-wise, you can immediately see, I mean, Unlucky and I, we're kind of the same, in the same ballpark, but you can see the Bulge and Staunch are just ahead. Really, really, like, the Bulge has doubled our value here, so yeah, there's nothing we could really, really do against those heavy hitters. But it is still fun because, I mean, in a 2v2, you don't feel like you're doing nothing and you're worthless, kind of. It feels always you're doing something, and like here, for example, we have the Forest Dragon, unfortunately running off, but he did confuse the opponent from the back, but it's a very, very expensive unit, and yeah. So when we look further on, we can see that the Bulge and Staunch are trying to get the point, and now it is really just about trying to protect 1 point. I don't think we get the second point here, and I'm using now my skirmish units, as you can see, all those riders here to protect. Streltsy or Armored Corsairs shooting in. I'm using the Firebark Elders to move up the point and kind of have capture weight here for sure. Another Crowman unit coming in. We have still Jade Lancers now from the woods coming in into the Drakiras. I think, yeah, Griffin Legion will greet them, and I think Disengage favors the Griffin Legion for sure. Yeah, Jade Lancers kind of like losing out here. And yep. So the Streltsy protected a little bit by my units, plus the Glade Riders with Hegbane tips trying to support. But yeah, it looks not good for us, and we paid our troll or toll toll, right? So yeah, another one Glade Rider Hegbane tip unit is trying to get here and destroy those Sunmaker. Probably not the best value because it had only one more shot. What is going down here? Is it a heal? No, it's final transmutation, right? Is it? Ah, that's gotta hurt. That is huge value here, and basically we still have the point, but we lost like everything on the point. So that is really, really you see the experience difference in the players that are performing here. But nonetheless, another dragon is summoned in, and guys, it is obvious there is not much that I can do, and Unlucky Spotify as well. So we are basically beaten here by very good players. We had the points lead in the beginning. We had the points on our side, but yeah, as you can see now, value-wise, we go a little bit up, but 3 points are taken, and this game is basically done. Yeah. And a couple of last seconds, Dragon is running off. Boris, no, Celestial General. Alrighty, value-wise, let's look into the values. So a couple of my riders did well. Also, the archers did well. When it comes to Wild Riders of Colonels, Glade Lord, I couldn't use really well here. Other than that, we have the reinforcement. The Dragon was okay, as I can see, value-wise. Then the Drakiras, not that much, maybe a little bit better, but they did what they're supposed to do. A little bit of skirmish, a little bit of anything. Let's see, Streltsys and the RRR version, I think they were really, really nicely crunched here by those players, and Unlucky Spotify had a lot to do, right? He had to wiggle around. When we look at the Empire and Grand Cathay, you can see here pretty much value all over the place. Even the Sunmaker did well. When we look here, of course, Empire Knights, very strong unit, did what they're supposed to do. for Divulge here on the, so I was wrong, so mistaken by me. Divulge was on the Imperial Wardens, so Cathay. So I faced Divulge most of the time, right? So we had good value here on the cannon, so it didn't really matter. And warrior crossbows, yeah, they used their lords pretty decisively, and yeah, that's all. So that was a fun one, and for now I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea. But wait, we have another battle. 1v1 domination, chaos dwarves against wood elves on Bray Valley. This map is crazy. I hate it, and still, yeah, never want to play it again. I'm playing against Staunch. That was like a warm-up match before we had our 2v2s. And yeah, let's get into it. It's going to be a very quick one for sure. So once again, Glade Lord here on a yeah, Griff. I wanted to go more of the fighting route, like go into melee. We have a couple of Starfire Shafts here and Hagbane Tips probably, yep. We have Wildwood Rangers, and over there one Sisters of Thorn unit, and over here for sure we have Dracos out the Ashen on a big old bull, and then Orc Laborers, a lot of just Chaff plus Bull Centaur Tarok and Blazing Beard. So yeah, pretty strong Hobgoblin Riders with bows, and also yeah, bows and the Wolf Boys. So yeah, let's fast forward. You can see this map is really strange. There's like a huge valley, and yeah, what do we do? So I'm trying to get point number 2 over there, which is kind of working out. We have the Sisters of Thorn plus the Glade Riders moving in, and now yeah, the idea should be go for point number 2, and Staunch immediately he summoned in the Death Shrieker rocket launcher, and that is kind of something that I'm really scared of. So yeah, let's fast forward. We're shooting a little bit into the Orc Laborers. They have to move around, but here Bull Centaur Tarok is kind of sneakingly moving around. I'm blundering the Glade Riders immediately. They have to go in. They have to go into the woods to protect themselves a little bit. And Sisters of Thorn, do they have the range? No, they don't. So they are trying to do their best. They have good damage for sure. But yeah, let us see what happens here. Yeah, we have a cast going down. It is Dark Maze. Vigor per second is going up, but the armor is down, and now they're caught against the Taruk. Really good stuff by Staunch for sure. Now I'm using my Glade Guard here to shoot a little bit into those units, and there is another, yeah, Death Shrieker shot into my Starfire Shafts here. Basically the problem is I'm playing, or I'm dancing on too many weddings, right? I'm trying to get here something that can't, like, that doesn't work. I don't know why I'm going in here. Look at this unit. It is completely destroyed, disintegrated. Like 2 girls made it up here, and then they are running. Really bad blunder, and the war dancers here won't do better at all. Finally, they're in melee to fight those Chaos Dwarf Warriors are those. So they had their charges, they went and threw them. On the other side, yeah, it looks like we can poke, but we can't really do damage. And yeah, this is just easy pickings for Staunch for sure. He can try something out, he can try to do his thing, and now I'm using the Sisters of Thorn to go for the Death Shrieker here. I'm a little bit surprised why the Glade Lord is not going there, but maybe I gave him an order to protect him. And now we turn it around and trying to get in. So yeah. But there is not much pressure from my side, as you can see. Staunch is moving up on the point with Chaos Dwarf Warriors here. And yeah, I can't even handle the Death Shrieker pretty well. So yeah, we're shooting a little bit in from the woods. That's maybe the only strategic good point here. But yeah, Staunch is immediately reacting with the Wolf Boys and the Wolf Riders. And yep, my units have to run off. As you can see, Blade Lord trying to find some engage pattern or engage angle, but there's nothing he can do. Sisters of Thorn here getting picked apart a little bit. Not good whatsoever. And now it is really about protecting point number 2. And you can see I'm having a little bit of a surge here. But yeah, there is not much pressure from me. And here, once again, Death Shrieker. Oh, pretty interesting. They didn't hit that well, so that's good for sure. That's good for me. War Dancers, I still hear them cry here, right? War Dancers dancing their deadly dance to the music of death. And yeah, Blade Lord supporting them, so maybe they can get this point here, right? Armor piercing, pretty good here, but as you can see, I'm losing point number 2. So basically, he is moving into the woods and protecting me. All those shots are not good. I have to learn, like, use my skirmish cavalry, go around and then shoot into the backs, right? Because this is where they can't protect themselves with shields. Yes, Wild Riders here getting kind of, I wouldn't say yeah, they getting destroyed, but blundered also from me. And now Dracoeth can clean up. And unfortunately, we couldn't even break the blazing beards of Bazarak. So yeah, War Dancers couldn't really handle it, and Blade Lord has to move, yeah, away here. When we look at the range comparison, so the range here is better, but they're still like moved up. I'm trying to get the point here with a couple of units, but look at that, like even the Death Shrieker from here can hurt me a lot. And it's still not offline. The only thing is the Demon Tongue was summoned here, and I could kind of destroy it or force it to retreat, and that's basically really good with all the shooting and armor piercing a little bit, which is now gone. Way Watchers also shooting in. I tried to do a little bit sneaky stuff, but yeah, point is almost taken. And value-wise, you can see it is tough for me. So I didn't trade into his units very well. Staunch knows exactly what to do and when to do it. And yep, here a little bit interesting. I activated with the Sisters of Thorn, I think, a little bit of, yeah, Shields of Thorn. So the Blazing Beards can't hurt me, but they're smart. He is just moving away, and I'm just trying to stop them and get maybe the point here. But yeah, meanwhile, I'm losing point number 3, and point number 2 was never in my clutches from the beginning. So yeah, even the Demon Tongue still online, and those units are just standing around. Pretty much very bad micromanaging from me, unfortunately. Yep, Death Shrieker, I should have committed to the Death Shrieker for sure. And now Blade Lord is going down, and I think he will lose. He is running off in a moment, and that what she wrote here. Yep. So yep, we can just fast forward from here on out. I'm trying to get point number 1. Nothing really much happening, but it was a very good situation for me to practice against someone who is way better than me. But you know, you don't get that feeling he is just, yeah, showing off, because he's Staunch is always trying to yeah, keep my spirit afloat, right? And correct me on things or help me out. And it's never sweaty like in the verbal apartment here. I'm not even capable of taking point number 1, and now it is really Kadai Fireborn are here. And yeah, game is going to be done in a moment. I tried my best, but it wasn't enough for sure. And yeah, he has just a lot of units still on the field, even though they're haggard and yeah, half HP. Oh, Dracozad, sure. Then we have, what do we have? Like value everywhere. I mean, those units here, they performed really well as one unit. They took down like 3 or 4 of my units, even though they were beaten up. Then over here, Kadai, well, I mean, the Death Shrieker was kind of good. The Iron Demon, I managed pretty well, so that's cool from my side. Sisters of Thorn, kind of in a normal ballpark, but once again, Blade Guard, really not a good engage from me, or protection, I would say. Blade Singers, Wildwood Rangers, really bad. The Glade Lord didn't do anything. I was just too scared. No good engagements. Couple of Waywatchers were okay. And then other than that, I had the dragon that I couldn't summon in. And that's all I can tell you. So for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.